I'm not going to try and say that it's a good thing. I don't know. I don't even know if it's true. I don't know. Going up 1.5 pounds is as improbable as going down 1.5 pounds was the other day. Maybe the scale's the problem. I know two things. Number one, I haven't gone to the bathroom yesterday at all, so maybe it's a little bit TMI, but it's true. And secondly, if I had gone down a good amount, I probably would have caved in today. Because I initially said I was going to do 7 days, and then at the last day or so, it was like, I'm going to 8. And I'm going to go to 9. You know, I'm not sure I would have had the motivation to continue to do 8 and 9 if it weren't for this. So I'm definitely doing 8 now. Here's the salad today. Doesn't it look beautiful? Oh, you hear my stomach rumbling in the background. It's gonna be good. I feel extra motivated today by bad numbers. I'm out in the car eating again because it is sunny. I gotta get out in the sunshine whenever it's sunny. My work has no windows, so I'm in a windowless room, which is nice when it's raining. I don't know that it's raining out, you know. Every day's the same. But when it's sunny, I've literally, okay, I'm not gonna say that, but I'm tempted to, like, when it's sunny, to not even come to work, just because it happens so seldom here. You guys want to see something crazy? All right, this is my current belt. This is, I've had this belt for years. A year ago, this is where I was, on this notch right here. Let me buckle it so you can see. That's actually what that was. That's where I was a year ago. This is where I am now. I got one more to go. My belt hangs out really far now. I probably need a new one. I probably won't get rid of it though. I'll probably keep this belt forever, just as a reminder of where I was, you know, how bad it could be. People are motivated in different ways, and I've talked to my wife extensively about this. She believes in vision boards. You know, she has a vision board up on her wall in our room where she looks at it. It has inspiring messages for her, you know, to start her day. She looks at her vision board and has good pictures of her and says what she is. I am this person. I am that person. And I thought, it doesn't do it for me. I think personally what I need is some sort of negativity board, something that's like, something that's like, you are a fat loser. Get to work. You know, I'd like to just have a big picture of me at my largest, just so I could see it and be like, because that's what motivates some people to get going. You look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, oh my gosh, is that me? You know, I know a guy whose nose was so red, and somebody mentioned it, and they said, why is your nose so red? And it was that day that he realized, I'm an alcoholic, and it's always bothered him, and he had to quit drinking. You know, if it had been all positivity all the time, it probably wouldn't have worked out for him. So just that's what's going to work for me. I'm going to keep this belt. I'm going to keep it on the bottom loop, and every time that I put it on, I'm going to see that big ugly loop and think, geez, I can't believe I was there. It's also kind of cool. So I still have leftover soup. I have another day worth after this even of it. I baked I pressure cooked an extra potato yesterday. Oops. And I kept it in the refrigerator just in case I needed it for something. And so today, when I was preheating this soup, I just chopped it up and threw it in there. So now I have more of a chunky, almost stew, which would be pretty good. And this is probably my healthiest meal. It has the coconut milk in it, but gosh, I'm dividing that can of coconut milk up so much. It's a very healthy meal. Very healthy meal. And this stuff gets better every day. I shouldn't have eaten it the first day. I should have just left it in the fridge for a few days and then eaten it. I'm feeling pretty good. Like, I've found that whatever goal you set, once you get really close to that, then you start to feel like, oh man, it's like the last couple miles of a marathon, I'm assuming, are really tough, you know? Because you've set that 26 miles, but I think if you had set 33, the last 3 miles between 30 and 33 would be the toughest. And so for me, you would think day 7 would be tough, but it wasn't bad. It was fine. Day 8, this is day 8. It's fine. I think I could go on for a long time. I almost wish it weren't Thanksgiving, so I could keep going. It is hard going to the grocery store, though. I went to the grocery store to get a few more of my little sparkling ice drinks. And it's hard. It was hard to see all the delicious food. You know, I know that 8 days is nothing for a lot of people, but for me it's a lot. My wife once did a juice fast for 60 days, where she just drank juice. It was so incredible. I mean, it was incredible, and it was inspiring. And I was like, I want to do a juice fast. And so I told her I'm going to do one. I'm going to do one. This is years ago. I mean, this may be 6 years ago, 7 years ago. And I tried it. I was like, okay, day 1, here we go. Made it through day 1. I made it to lunch of day 2. I couldn't hang anymore. So I only went a day and a half. That tells you something about my willpower. Until a year ago, when I tried the potato diet for the first time, I had never accomplished anything like it with like that kind of self-discipline, as far as like eating goes, and something that was had control of me. But now I'm kind of proud of myself. Like, I could do this for a long time, I think.